Hello. It's the house, the canal. I'm gonna try and catch some flathead, but I'll pull in the mud crab pot first. So see if there's anything in that. No, I think it's just the one female one. I think I've caught this one a few times. Yeah. So this is female mud crab. You can tell by its big round appendage. That's where all its eggs are. That's where it holds its eggs. But we don't keep these ones. It's illegal. So we're gonna go home. There we go. Alright. Gonna start out using this little prawn imitation. I got like 10-pound trace, I think, nice and light. And just casting just along here and all these little guts. The flathead like to sit flat on the ground, so I think trying to find where the surface flat, I guess. I don't know. They're an odd fish, but see what happens. Gonna let that sink all the way to the bottom, and then just hop, 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 and then wabammy. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, something I've learnt about these flathead is they're ambush predators. So they sit on the bottom and they wait for something to swim past, and then they eat it. And you don't always feel the bite. It's almost, you just got to do your little taps, and then there's just a bit of resistance because they just eat it and then they just sit there still. They don't swim away like a snapper would, or like a trevally would hit your lure and buzz off somewhere and your reel would scream out. This just kind of feels like you've snagged a bit of seaweed, and then you get them off the bottom. Some of them freak out, will go for a spin and take some line, but yeah, they kind of just don't do much. Still good fun on the real light gear and the team we set up. See if we can get one. Look at the birds. Now this little spot here is the house over there. It's a bit of a lagoon type thing, little channel. I've caught quite a few nice fish. Just out of here, so let's hope I can get another one. Yep. Oh, it's swimming towards me. Here we go. Find the best way to land them. It's just like that. Here we go. Here's a old dusky flathead on a little prawn. Not bad. That there is a dusky flathead. That was on the little prawninator. It's not too bad. Now, in my personal experience, snapper tastes a whole lot better. So I'm not going to take this guy home to eat. I think he's of legal size. But check out those spines there. Those will get you. I learnt firsthand how bad they get you. So yeah, get this guy home. The old kitchen cloth so that he doesn't tear up my thumb. Oh, what a beautiful, cool fish. Here you go, mate. Get out of here. Worked once. See if I can get it to work again. These are all stingrays. Where the stingrays come up and bask in the sun. See its tail, little baby one. They're just everywhere along here. Pretty cool. It's quite different to the ones we get in New Zealand in terms of they're a little bit more round like a dinner plate, but their tail is twice the length of the ones we see off the 90. And a little bit smaller. They're pretty cool. Love stingrays. Apart from the one that got my boy Steve Irwin. Oh, you're such a little kitty. Yeah. Alright, back to fish. Alright. I'm gonna go last cast with this old shrimpy. Because I only caught that one fish over there. And sometimes what you do, switch the colour and they come on the tube. Alright, switched over to a little white and I don't know, greyish plastic. Fucking good things. Teeth don't ruin them. Caught a lot of good fish on this colour. Just off that corner there. So I'll give it a few casts here and then I'm just going to move on to that corner, see what happens. Righty, back on the corner. This is pretty much the area I catch most of the fish. That's where I caught that one before. So, see if there's a bigger model just sitting there waiting for the rig to come catch them. Well, actually, from what I've gathered online, the big flathead are females. It's the big breeding ones. And it's winter time here at the moment. It's also very sunny. And they're all coming up into these canals to breed. So I think keeping the big ones right now is just a bit mean. Good fun catching them, but put them back so that the population continues. But it'd be good to get a big one. They're slot sized fish here, so they've got to be bigger than 40 centimeters but smaller than 75. So it'd be pretty cool to catch one bigger than 75. I know they do get up to 90 centimeter, which is like trophy fish. I think that's the equivalent of a 20-pound snapper. But yeah, my best is only about that 65 mark. Still good fish, but they get a whole lot bigger. Oh, missed it. Fuck. See, there wasn't much of like a bite and a run. That was, it must have just picked it up, and then I'm doing my little taps, and then there's just a bit of resistance on it, which is tricky because sometimes I can't tell if it's a bite or if it's hitting the ground. But missed it. Alright, last chance back in this sort of gully of sorts, but all those fucking birds were just here, so I don't know how much that stirred things up. Can only try. This is the exact spot I caught my first good flathead. I've redeemed myself. It's a big flathead, but he spiked the living fuck out of me. I'm gonna have to go fix that. Here's the house, and it was on a tiny little shrimp one, probably like that big, and all I did was lob it in front of there, let it sink, and then I think it was right as it hit the bottom I hooked up. But you can see where they've dug out the sand dredger and they're making it deeper for everyone's little floating docks. So I don't know how lumpy bumpy the bottom is here now, and if the fish are actually sitting down there. I'll call it there for that one. I find it's such a small area to cover, pretty much cast everywhere, things aren't biting, probably not there. But got one, which is nice, not a monster, but we'll get there eventually. I think I'm still a better fisherman here than most Australians, so you can keep putting your shrimp on the barbie and I'll do the tough stuff. Chit, till next time.